Okay, hi, this is Ice with 3. Currently, it is August the 5th, 2026. Okay, so apparently it came out that there was another possible attempt on Donald Trump's life or whatever, or something, an event that could have led to the possible assassination of Donald Trump. And the event today is, I think, Tuesday, the 5th, 2026 of August. Ooh, no, it's Wednesday, August 5th, 2026. It's 12:19 p.m. right now. And so apparently this man, I don't know if it's a trans person or not. I think the name is Giannine John Teely, age 38, of Downey, who was arrested at the Trump National Golf Course in Los Angeles in Rancho Palos Verdes. And let me just pull up the tweet real quick. Let me pause. Let me unpause. Pretty much, I did say, I did post a video saying that there may be another assassination attempt on Donald Trump around after that full moon or new moon that happened on the 29th of July 2026. And here we are. Well, they said that the assassination plot could have possibly been anyway. The This man was probably let me just pause for a second because I need to orientate myself because I'm tired of this stuff. I'm tired of like assassination attempts. I'm tired of going over the same astrology over and over and over again. I'm like, blah. So, let me pause. I'm tired of saying the same shit over and over and over again. Okay, I'm like, can something like happen? Like, I'm not talking about like an assassination. I'm talking about like Bill Clinton or Hillary Clinton. Something happening in regards to their astrology that's like something so substantial that it's like, oh my God, this happened, but nothing so far has happened in my opinion, via what I can see. Anyway, let me pause for a second to reorientate myself and try to get this story out the best way I can, so I can just move on with my life. I'm tired, tired of like really like nothing substantially happening. But anyway, pause. Okay, so I guess I'll go by the article. So I'm on time.com. They say that a man or an individual who was arrested on Sunday afternoon at the Trump National Golf Club in Southern California faces federal and state charges after authorities found ammunition on him and a gun in his vehicle. The Secret Service is reportedly investigating whether the man posed a threat to President Donald Trump, who was due to visit the golf course on Tuesday. On Friday, plainclothes federal agents noticed a suspicious individual on the golf course in Rancho Palos Verdes while they were conducting a security assessment ahead of Trump's scheduled visit, according to a press release on Tuesday from the U.S. Attorney's Office for California Central District. So, let's see here. The press release stated that the individual, later identified as Giannine John Teal, age 38, was seen wandering around the golf course while wearing an earpiece and taking photographs and videos of federal agents' security planning activities. Teal returned to the golf course Sunday afternoon, prompting staff to alert federal agents, according to the press release, which alleged that Teal approached the federal agents and claimed the State Department hired him as part of the security detail. Oh shit! Oh, this is more involved than I thought it was. I didn't read this article. Agents then contacted the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department, according to the U.S. Attorney's Office press release. When they arrived at the club, the Sheriff's Department deputies learned that Teal was wanted in connection with a 2025 robbery case out of El Segundo, California, before they detained him. Deputies found a magazine with ammunition from Teal's pants pocket, the U.S. Attorney's Office said, adding that a subsequent search of his pickup truck in the golf club's parking lot yielded a loaded pistol, an additional loaded magazine, a pair of binoculars, and a badge that read Security Protection Agent. The Sheriff's Department said detectives assigned to the FBI's Joint Terrorism Task Force later searched Teal's home in Downey, California on Monday, where they found an illegally modified AR platform rifle, a pistol, ammunition, body armor, and magazines, and 2 radio signal devices. The sheriff's department added they also found multiple notebooks containing what they described as concerning statements, though they did not elaborate on what those were. An unnamed federal law enforcement source told CNN that the Secret Service is looking into whether the person posed a threat to Trump. While we are still investigating the motives of this individual, we are thankful he was apprehended before the president's visit. First Assistant United States Attorney Bill Essayli said in the U.S. Attorney's Office press release. The federal and local law enforcement stepped in early and prevented what could have been a dangerous situation from occurring. This investigation remains ongoing. Now, what gets me, see, I didn't read the full article. So that's my whole demeanor change after that. I'm like, whoa, hold on. I didn't read the full article. I didn't know that all that stuff happened. But because when I saw it, I was like, whatever. Because I saw that they said that his bill is set at $250,000. So after hearing all this other shit, I'm like, hold up now. I mean, it's kind of suspicious. Now, more so, I'm like, I thought that they just saw him in the area with some ammunition inside his pocket and like a pistol inside of his car and a rifle. I'm like, okay, well, we are inside of America. I mean, that's California, but that's still a part of America via the paperwork. But California is California. Anyway, so. But I didn't take this story too seriously because I saw that he had a bail set for $250,000, and so I didn't, yeah, even though it's a lot of money. I'm like, he still has a bail bond. I mean, a situation going on with something that's that serious. I would expect like a no bill. So. And it says that Till remained in custody as of early Wednesday, the sheriff department told Time. So just looking at the astrology, right? So on Wednesday the 29th, 2026, let me look at the astrology because I wasn't taking the story that seriously until I just read all the other shit. So let me pause. Okay, so I'm back. So I'm looking at this. So it was a full moon that happened on July the 29th, 2026. And the moon is looking at Donald Trump's chart, it was in Donald Trump's 6th house. The moon is conjunct Pluto and the transit moon is conjunct transit Pluto, and the sun was conjunct transit Jupiter. And so it's like the king because Jupiter conjunct the sun. The king, there's an expansion in regards to the king or the leader, and then the moon, it's like it's destroyed because it's conjunct Pluto, and it's similar to what's shown inside of Donald Trump's natal chart because Donald Trump, like I said, was born under a full moon eclipse. Also, during this full moon that happened on July the 29th, 2026, transit Mars was conjunct Donald Trump's natal Rahu and his natal Sun. So, and then see also transit Mars was opposite transit Lilith. Holy shit. Okay. I didn't see all this. I mean, I just made that video on the 26th. Well, let me pause for a second. Let me pause because the phone ringing back down. Pause. Okay, so I'm back. I don't know where I stopped at, but pretty much that full moon is weird because it's very, very similar to the energy that's inside of Donald Trump's natal chart. You have transit Sun conjunct transit Jupiter inside of the sky, and then transit Moon conjunct transit Pluto inside of the sky, and you also have transit Mars conjunct the midheaven of the exactness of this full moon. And then you have in this opposite, transit Mars is conjunct the midheaven of the natal chart of this full moon eclipse. I mean full moon. Sorry. This full moon, and then it's opposite. Transit Mars conjunct the midheaven, and it's opposite Lilith, transiting Lilith in the sky. And so, yeah, and then transit Venus is conjunct the ascendant of this full moon. This was a potent full moon. My point is that Donald Trump's natal chart is very similar to the energy of that full moon that happened on July the 29th, 2026. So this might be bigger than I even thought it was. And it's funny, I ended up predicting it too. I said I was like be cautious. Who knows? I might end up getting that $13 million and the white Mustang Shelby and all this other stuff or whatever. Yeah, right. Anyway, because why do I say that? Because this dude's his hearing is set for August the 23rd, right? Yo, okay, look, I don't have time for this. Let me pause a second. Okay, so I guess this is still unfolding, but I just saw the dates. And I saw that this person has another court hearing on August 26th, 2026. And around this date, the transiting nodes are going to change signs. They're going to leave Pisces and go into Aquarius. But all the while, transit K2 is going to conjoin transiting Sun inside the sky. And so a lot of astrologers have been talking about this, and it's this conjunction where the transiting Sun is going to conjoin transiting K2 inside the sky. It deals sometimes with the loss of a king, because see, the last time transiting K2 conjoined transit Sun inside the sky, that was the death of Charlie Kirk. And so some people some of these astrologers that hate Donald Trump, they're thinking that Donald Trump it could probably take Donald Trump out, being that this conjunction is going to be right on Donald Trump's ascendant. And so it's crazy that this possible assassin's court, another one is court dates, is very close to this date. There could possibly be another event that may pop up around August the 19th, 20th, 21st, and the 22nd, and the 23rd. But this person's court date is on August 26th. So I'll just say the end of August. Might be interesting, because also Hillary Clinton. I gotta go back and look at that astrology real quick. Can you pause a second? Okay, so I'm back. I had to go back and look at a post that I made all the way back, I believe, on March 31st, 2026. Let me see if do I have an updated one like that posted around April. Let me pause. Okay, I found it. So I did make one post on March the 31st, 2026, but it's up. The one that I've made later was made on April the 3rd, 2026, and it just has more lore. And I'm referring to the midterm election astrology post that I made on True Social, and I think also AstroSeek. But let me just scroll down. Sorry. Oh no. Did I messed up, didn't I? What did I? Oh wait, look, phone, or whatever. Like, stop playing on me. I need a computer, but anyway. See ya. I'll read from this. I think it was posted on April the. So, anyway, I think this is my Yeah, pretty sure I made for the midterm elections. But right now, what's the concerning thing is that there are two big dates that are coming up. It's August 12th, 2026, and there will be like a Leo solar eclipse, and it will aspect Bill Clinton's natal sun, and it also Donald Trump's ascendant. And so we will see what comes up with that. Also around August 19th, 2026, I think the transit nodes will leave the sign of Pisces and go to the sign of Aquarius. But it will also conjoin Donald Trump's natal ascendant. I think on August 22nd, 2026, that's when the transit sun will conjoin transit K side of the sky, and it will also conjoin Donald Trump's natal ascendant. It will be exact, and that's when Donald Trump will have to go into survival mode. Also, around the same time, Hillary Clinton, on August 22nd, 2026, her progress Pluto will conjoin her natal Mars. It's fated, transformative, destructive anger, and it's something that's completely out of her control. It cannot be helped. And around the same day, her progressed moon will square her progressed nodes. It's a fated event. And moving on further, on September 27, 2026, for Hillary Clinton, her progressed moon will oppose her progressed Saturn. And it's a very, very... progressed Saturn is a malefic or a very, very bad planet. So a depressing emotional event could happen around September 27th and October 1st, because her progressed moon will make an aspect to Hillary Clinton's natal Saturn as well on October 1st, but it's also going to make an aspect to Hillary Clinton's natal Mercury as well. So it's like she will get some depressing bad news around between the dates of September 27, 2026 and October 1st, 2026. But Bill Clinton on October 1st, 2026, he would get lucky for some reason. So it's weird that Bill Clinton gets lucky, but Hillary Clinton, she has a very, very bad event shown out of a chart. And see, some similar situation happened where on June 13, 2026, for Bill Clinton, he was going through the same astrology as the beginning of his trial on the 13th of June, 2026. But Hillary Clinton, on the 12th of June, 2026, she got lucky. Now, I said back then it was just kind of weird. But anyway, we will see what comes up with that. I mean, I'm not really too focused on any more of the astrology. I'm really like, fuck it. But I think my point in all this is that Donald Trump should be very, very careful around August the 12th, really the entire month of August, because the astrology looks crazy in regards to the transits. Looking at the progressions, though, I don't see anybody inside of his orbit. But I probably need to re-look into it. That's going to go through too much. Now, there's another astrologer. Her name is Joni Patry. She said that Donald Trump's family needs to be very, very careful, especially Eric Trump, because he has the worst astrology. Now, let me try to find that video real quick, where she goes over her opinion of the astrology in regards to Donald Trump's family. I think she made 2 videos. Let me pause for a second. Okay, so I'm back. So Joni Patry, she's a Vedic astrologer, but she made a video. It's titled "Trump Family in Danger?" ? What August 22nd, 2026 reveals Vedic astrology. The video was posted on June 1st, 2026, and so this is the video if you want to go check it out. Donald Trump or Donald Trump's family or whatever. And so Joni Patry is one of my favorite astrologers to watch, but I study everything in regards to the astrology. This is on Joni Patry's YouTube channel. And here she is right here. And so I study her. So that this is one of the videos that she posted, trying to warn Donald Trump's family to be careful. Really, the full month of August 2026, because like I said, all the way on, like I said, after that full moon that happened on July the 29th, 2026, from July 29th all the way throughout the entire month of August, the astrology looks crazy. And when the transiting nodes leave a sign, looking at tropical astrology, like I said, I look at everything. She uses Vedic astrology, so yeah, it is what it is. But when the transiting nodes or Rahu or Ketu leave a sign, that's when pretty much everything that's every like from my personal experience, the planets that you have inside of that sign, everything that they say should happen when Rahu or Ketu leave that sign and it goes to the 0 degree mark and it goes to the 29 point, was it 59? Anyway, when it leaves the sign and it hits 0 degrees, that's when whatever the planets inside of your chart are saying inside of your chart, whatever planets you have inside of that sign and whatever house you have there, whatever the planets are trying to say, it manifests when Rahu or Ketu gets to that 0 degree mark. From my personal experience, now some people they may experience it differently because my chart is kind of weird. The astrology is powerful. It affects me powerfully for some reason. I don't know why, but anyway, that's what I was trying to say. Let's see here. So, like I said, this is one of the videos that she posted in regards to that, and that this was June the 1st, 2026. She made another video. On let me pause for a second to get it because I don't want to because it was 3 months ago. Let me this. And so, Jesus, let me pause a second. Okay, so I'm back. Now, there's an ad that popped up that wouldn't like go away. So this is another video that she made. It was posted on April the 8th, 2026. So, and I think she gives additional information in regards to why she says that Donald Trump and his family should be careful, especially around really the full month of August, because yeah, there's a lot. The eclipses are happening, and the eclipses. I don't use transits that often, but being that transit Mars was transiting being that transiting Mars, the planet Mars, it entered and conjoined Donald Trump's midheaven or 10th house or whatever. And the last time that happened was when there was an assassination attempt on Donald Trump where the bullet nicked on Donald Trump's ear or whatever. And it's happening now around the same time as the eclipses or whatever. It's kind of concerning. That's why I'm looking into it, or that's why I look into it, or that's why I'm watching it. Especially when transiting Mars conjoined Donald Trump's natal sun, which rules his ascendant, and that happened, I believe, around like the 28th or the 29th of I think it was the 31st. Let me pause a second. Let me pause a second. Okay, so it was on July the 31st when transit Mars conjoined Donald Trump's natal sun, and so that rules his ascendant. And it's like 2 days later, they found Janine staking out via the reports, or allegedly staking out this golf course situation, or whatever, wherever they arrested this man. I don't really care anymore. But anyway, the point is that that might be a big deal, because the astrology that's associated with that, especially when the boy's case happens around, I think around the eclipse, and around the same time where transiting K2 or the South Node will conjoin Donald Trump's ascendant. So that's fucking weird. So anyway, and then around the same day, Hillary Clinton, she has some bad astrology, is transformative anger. So who knows? They might that person might have some devices or whatever that they had that might lead to a bigger conspiracy. Who knows? I don't know. That's a conspiracy theory for now. Let the shit come out to be true. Anyway, I didn't need to say this though. So Johnny Petrie, I have no idea who Gene Dixon is or was. The reason how come I knew of the name Gene Dixon was because Johnny Petrie, she said her name, and so I don't really uh, I'm basically new on the block in regards to astrology. Even though I've been studying it ever since 2012, but I got serious about it around 2018, right? Yeah, after a dipshit boss wouldn't hire me for a job. But anyway, so Johnny Tree, she's been studying astrology since like she was a kid. She said that the only reason why what she when she was a kid she was watching the television and she saw Gene Dixon on TV till JFK to not go to Texas, and if he did, he would not come back alive. So she said that she saw the footage. She saw that video, and I think she said that she actually was one of the people on the tarmac. If you go back and look at the pictures of JFK in that area or the old videos or whatever, you will see her in those pictures. And I did not know who Jane Dixon was. I just was listening to her one day and I was like, okay, whatever. I'm gonna say that I'm the best astrologist out of the world and all this other stuff. Whatever. I'm gonna just troll people. And so now I am very very talented at astrology. Um, but some of the techniques that I use, I probably would not know. Well, actually, what have I learned from Johnny Petrie? Uh, the dis- well, I learned to despise of the tree from some other Vedic astrology. I learned several things from Johnny Petrie. Thinking about it now, um, the Vimshatori Dasha situation system. Um, what the timing of planets. My ascendant being conjunct a fixed star. Donald Trump's ascendant being conjunct a fixed star. Donald Trump's ascendant is conjunct Regulus. My ascendant is conjunct Spica, the bright and shining one. Ooh, the smart one. I don't see it, but whatever. The money's not money, and so I'm like I'm broke. So anyway, so my point is that if for some reason this video is important, um, and if Donald Trump considers me considers me for getting the what is it, the Presidential Medal of Freedom or whatever. Johnny Patrice, she was the one who gave pushed pushed for Gene Dixon and what gave talked about Gene Dixon and referenced Gene Dixon. So if I were to get some kind of Medal of Freedom or whatever, I mean I would think that Johnny Patrice would probably deserve one too, because she spent her entire life um, pushing pushing well teaching astrology when nobody else was doing it. It's her life's work. Me, I've been inside the game for like 2012, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 15 years. And really 18, 19, 20, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 9 years, seriously. So, and she's been doing it her entire life. So anyway, so if I were to get like some Presidential Medal of Freedom or whatever, with distinction, I don't want it if I can't get it with distinction. But if, yeah, so I would think she deserves one too. Because if it wasn't for her, a lot of things, a lot of knowledge would not be available. So anyway, so John Tree is one of the astrologers that I do watch. Also, there's another astrologer. His name is Steve Judd, and he also said that he learned astrology from scratch. He can be a butthole a lot of times, and he's not my. I don't like his personality. He's not a. I'm not saying that Johnny Patrice leans towards Trump either. I think that she's more so fair. She tries to do the best she can in regards to what in regards to astrology as a study. But anyway, so Steve Judd, this butthole. So this is Steve Judd's astrology channel or whatever. He's also just in case there's somebody else that's watching that wants to know like, well, who do I watch or whatever. I watch Steve Judd. Well, I watch everybody, but I watch Steve Judd and I watch Johnny Petrie. Let's see here. So, but I don't think that he's made a video in regards to Donald Trump specifically. Oh no 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 no! Stop. Pause. Some back. Yeah. And I doubt that he wanted a presidential Medal of Freedom, from Donald Trump, Steve Judd. But then again, you do have an email, so, and Trump does have an email too. So I'm like, or Trump does have his own True Social situation going on. But anyway, but I do know that Johnny Patry, she like, there will probably be like a huge stamp on her, in regards to her legacy, especially when she also, and especially when it gives me the idea of asking Donald Trump to get, oh my God, Jean Dixon a presidential Medal of Freedom post Mufulus Muf after death, because she did Jean Dixon, she did ask, well, she did lobby for Bill Clinton to give her a presidential Medal of Freedom, but apparently it never came to fruition. So who knows? And Jean Dixon, apparently, reportedly, she did predict the assassination of JFK. And then, so you have my prediction. You have my predictions here too. Like, what I Charlie Kirk, the other assassination attempts on Donald Trump or whatever. I'm not nobody. My only objective was to plot the trajectory of the astrology that's going on inside of Hillary Clinton's chart and Bill Clinton's chart, because they're going through the same astrology as the Lewinsky scandal. And throughout that period of time, I ended up predicting Charlie Kirk's assassination. A man passing out in the Oval Office around November the 5th, 2025. The fact that Danny Williams Clinton, the black man from Little Rock, Arkansas, looking at his astrology, shows me that he may actually be Bill Clinton's black biological child. But the only ways you can find that out is through DNA testing or whatever. So, anyway, I predicted so many other things too. There's other assassination attempts on Donald Trump that I predicted too. Anyway, so yeah, so my point of this entire video, because I'm out of storage, of course, and I'm like, screw it. I've already given all the astrology or whatever. I'm burnt the fuck out. I don't care anymore. So, but I am curious. I am curious to watch what happens with this newly arrested guy or girl or whatever, Janine something, John something. Anyway, to see if what comes of that. Because I didn't read the full article. Oh, I don't think I showed the It is from time.com, but I didn't show the full Please leave me alone. Okay, so the article's from time.com, and here's right here. I don't know if you can read it now, because I try to go back and read other stuff from the videos I posted, and it's like, yeah. Is it where? Whatever, just, it is what it is. I'm tired. I'm burnt the hell out on this shit. You can go look at it for yourself. Like, I'm so tired of this stuff. Is that it? And so this is posted on August 5th, 2026 at 5:30 a.m. So anyway, I'm gonna go to the tweet real quick. That dude, why? Okay, bookmarks. So I don't even know who this is. Official account of Bill Izell First Assistant U.S. Attorney for the Central District of California. So this is his account or whatever. And this is what he's posted for in regards to the possible or alleged attempted assassin or whatever. I don't know. Is it showing? Like, so I'll just move on. Now inside of this I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna even post that. It's pointless. I'm trying to see if there's anything else I want to add to this video, because I mean I am burnt out on everything, honestly. Did I expect an assassination attempt? I mean, I expected something. Because like I said, there's gonna be several triggers to make something to there are gonna be several triggers to lead up to, I believe, the 9th of August 2026. So yeah, I expected something to happen. Anyway, so is there anything else I want to add to this video? I talked about Johnny Patry because I do want to give. I mean, if I were to get a presidential Medal of Freedom or whatever, with distinction, ooh, and Donald Trump's actually watching me or whatever, and he's like, actually, well, anyway, and somehow I protected his life or whatever. I mean, and then also he's like, I'm gonna also give Gene Dixon a presidential Medal of Freedom too, post after death. I mean, pretty much like I've said, pretty much on Johnny Patry. She's the only reason why I'm like, yeah, Gene Dixon. Woo, I don't even really know who Gene Dixon is, honestly. I was trolling. So my only objective from the beginning was to plot the trajectory of what's going on inside of Hillary Clinton's chart, which led to Bill Clinton's situation that's shown inside of his chart, which led to Charlie Kirk, which led to me predicting several events inside of Donald Trump's life in regards to, like, yeah, just crazy events, assassination attempts. The man passed out inside the Oval Office. Zoran Mandami winning the election, and other people winning that normally you wouldn't expect, but it was supposed to be a shocking event for Donald Trump. What? Oh yeah, the giant fiery UPS plane crash happened around November 5th, 2025. A lot of stuff. I predicted so much stuff. I predicted the Signal chat leak with JD Vance as well, all the way back inside of March, but that's only on YouTube, I think. I didn't make a Rumble account until around June, late June, maybe. Anyway, so, and I think the Signal chat leak, it happened around I think March 2025. I think. Anyway, so my point was that if Donald Trump came and he was talking about a president's Medal of Freedom, I mean, Johnny Patry, I think she would deserve one too. Steve Judd, if he wants one, I think you might want to email Donald Trump, Mr. Judd. Anyway, that's not gonna happen. Oh yeah, and then 13 million. Yeah, make that happen. Yeah. Oh, and a white Mustang, Shelby. Yeah, Shelby. Ooh, and what is it? A CMMG Banshee in 9mm that can take Glock magazines. I want a slightly long barrel, not too short. Yeah, And a Trigicon sponsorship and all this. Look, I'm tired. I don't really give a shit. This shit ain't gonna happen. These people ain't watching me. They ain't watching me. And if they are, make it happen. Ooh, make it happen. Anyway, I'm done. This is gonna probably be my last video, because I see that on the 7th of August, something weird happens inside of my chart. Also on the 7th of August, something weird happens inside of Peter Nine's chart. Peter Nine is the founder of AstroSeek, which is basically my astrological home. So it shows that something weird happens inside of his chart as well. Who knows? The FBI might pop up in my house and it's like, you predicted too many assassination attempts on Donald Trump. We're gonna lock your ass up too. I'm like, okay, you know what? Fuck it. My life's fucked already anyway. My career's fucked already anyway. I'm broke as shit anyway. So you know what? Fuck it. Lock my ass up. Can I as a matter of fact, put me inside the jail cell with Diddy. Let's make it interesting. Maybe he might teach me something. Cash Hotel. He might teach you something. Maybe I'll make Cash jealous. Let me stop. No, or maybe he'll teach me something vocally in regards to singing or whatever. I did cover his and Keisha Cole's song last night, right after predicting the before I predicted. On mid-April, I said that something that Melania Trump needs to be careful around the 25th or the 26th of April, because me and her have the same birthday, April 26th. And the thing about it is that the weird thing is that Charlie Kirk, his natal son, is conjunct my ascendant, and so that's how I was able to predict his assassination. But I did not know that it was going to be him. I just knew that it was going to be somebody inside of Donald Trump Jr.'s orbit or circle. And so I said that Melania Trump needs to be careful mid to late April. Right? The video was made on April the 7th, 2026. How do I do this? So the video was made on April the 7th, 2026. And I said that Melania Trump needs to be careful mid to late April through May. April 26th, Uranus enters Gemini on her birthday, and my birthday as well. And I said that she needed to be careful around the date of April 26th. And this is what I was wearing or whatever. So because her birthday is literally the birth time of the person who I'm looking at. So everything is just a guess. But all I'm saying is that she needs to be careful. In reference to Melania Trump. That's all, because her birthday is literally on the same day as transit Uranus is going to enter the sign of Gemini. But not only that, it's Israel's 78th birthday. Yeah. And all this stuff is like in reference to a religious situation, referencing Iran. Yeah. But anyway, I said that she needs to be careful around the date of April 26th. And on the 25th, that's when was it Thomas Allen something? Oh my God, I am so tired of this. Cole Thomas Allen, yeah. And this is the guy right here. He charged a dinner that Donald Trump was supposed to be having, speaking at or whatever. And he said that at this dinner, he was going to take out everybody inside the building except for, well, he, in my opinion, or reportedly, or allegedly said that he was going to take out everybody inside the building except for Cash Patel. Cash, you cheat on me? Anyway, so this is the guy right here. Anyway, so I did predict that or whatever. And then, so days later, I believe around days later, Twitter suspended my Twitter account or whatever. And so yeah, evil Elon Musk, I want a blue check mark if somehow this blows up. Ooh. Anyway, I am done. I don't really give a shit about this. So I'm like, and so far in regards to the Clintons or whatever, nothing. Well, so far the only thing I've seen where my prediction came true in regards to the Clintons was on the 13th, and that's when the Epstein Transparency Act began to really no. The Epstein Transparency Act really came to fruition on July the 5th, 2025. And around the time I did say that Bill Clinton was going through the same astrology as to when he claimed that he did not have sexual relations with Monica Lewinsky. And around the same date of July 5th, 2025, that's when the DOJ came out and said that Epstein did in fact kill himself, and also Epstein did not have a client list. Anyway, with the memo from the DOJ and the something else, the FBI, I forgot now. There was an unsigned memo release from the DOJ. So we'll see what comes up with that in the future. Like I said, the same astrology as for the end of Bill Clinton's trial, Bill Clinton's impeachment and trial happened on July the 20th. And so, like I said, there should be a shocking event that's going to happen around August the 9th, 2026. We'll see what happens, because that's the first time that Bill Clinton's progressed moon will make an aspect to a malefic inside of his chart for a while. Ever since I even started looking at his astrological trajectory. And also looking at Hillary Clinton's chart. The next time that the first time that and within this 2.5 year cycle that Hillary Clinton's progressive moon will make an aspect to a malefic will be on September the 27th, 2026, and October 1st, 2026. But for some reason, Bill Clinton, he gets lucky. So because his progressive moon makes an aspect to a benefic or Jupiter. Oh wait, Hillary Clinton's progressed moon did make an aspect to a malefic, and that was Mars, and it happened on July 31st, 2025. And that's when the DOJ came out and said that they found concrete proof that Hillary Clinton and I think Obama interfered inside the 2016 or 2020 election or whatever. And a lot of other stuff came out too in regards to Hillary Clinton. So anyway, so a lot of my predictions did come true. So I'm very, very curious to see what comes up with Bill Clinton on or around the 9th of August 2026. So trying to see that everything that because I've been saying the same shit over and over and over again. I think you'd be looking at my tweets that I made, right? I don't like one of that with this shit. Now, I did listen to a few of I'm gonna go off the top. I'll probably end this video at 50 minutes or whatever. So pretty much I did listen to some of Ariana Grande's new songs or whatever. Completely off topic, yeah. But my favorite song by her is called "Oh Well," and so I made a caption of that song, and I said, "Thank you for existing, Ariana Grande. I love your personality and your voice." Well, I'm saying it now. So I said, "Thank you for existing, Ariana Grande, age 33, with the heart." And I said I was gonna do this. Much love. I love you, Ariana Grande. And I'm watching these other people come after her, talking about her weight and all this stuff, her weight loss, or whatever. Especially this man from TMZ. Let me pause a second. Okay, so I guess his name is Harvey Robert Levin or whatever. He's 75 years old, I think, right? And so I think he recently made a video titled "What's Happening with Falsy is Awful." And so this is the video right here. And so after tracking all of the dead bodies that resulted, in my opinion, via of Fauci's recommendations in regards to the vaccine, and then this man is still saying he's still backing Fauci or whatever. Ariana Grande, I want to say it like this: if there's something going on, that's not my business. I just know that I'm personally happy that you exist in this world, and I would be completely a mess if you were not if you were not here. So God bless you. All these people apparently they need something to say. They need something to talk about, and they picked this beautiful girl Ariana Grande to talk about. So this piece right here, where this man is saying what's happening with Fossey is awful, and it only got 178,000 views. And so that was on July the 29th, 2026. And so since apparently that didn't blow up, it's like now they're talking about Ariana Grande, in my opinion. Much love, Ariana Grande. I hope that you are okay and live your life. These people. Anyway, so what my tweet I was making, right? I can find it. So I said, thank you for existing, Ariana Grande, age 33, my number, heart emoji. And so I quoted like a few of her lyrics. I said, this is the beginning of the end. I feel it. Just don't know what to say. But now, the bad guys all go to hell. I should have put jail instead. The bad guys all go to hell. Or the bad guys all go to jail. I said, good luck on your way to hell. Or good luck on your way to jail. Oh well. So I made the post twice because yeah, sometimes the tweet just my tweets just don't go through, and I wanted to edit it or whatever. And so the song is titled "Oh Well," and so it's like the background vocals that she did inside the song. Just gonna just go off the cuff a little bit. The background vocals that she did, they sound almost like Brandy. So that's Brandy Norwood, the singer, who also I think she also experienced like a few effects on her vac, in my opinion, or reportedly via the vaccine. Let me pause a second to see if I can pull that an article up or a video up in regards to that situation. Let me pause. Okay, so I'm looking at Google AI or whatever, because I just know I saw a news article about Brandon Norwood around in 2022, and so going by Google AI, it says Brandon Norwood was hospitalized in October 2022 due to severe dehydration and low nutrition, not a vaccine reaction. While some online rumors tried to connect her medical scare to a COVID-19 vaccine, no such link was ever stated or verified by Brandy or her medical team. The incident. In October 2022, emergency services responded to a call at the singer's Los Angeles home following reports of an apparent seizure. Her statement: Brandy shared a message on social media confirming she was following doctor's orders to rest. The call, she attributed her hospitalization explicitly to exhaustion, dehydration, and lack of proper nutrition, completely refuting external speculations. And so I think around the same time, I think, what's his name? Jamie Foxx. So Jamie Foxx was hospitalized in April 2023 due to a severe medical emergency that he later revealed was a brain bleed leading to a stroke. The incident on April 11, 2023, while filming Back in Action in Atlanta, he suffered a severe headache and asked for pain medications before blacking out. Hospitalization. His sister drove him to a medical facility where doctors found he had a brain bleed causing a stroke. He was unresponsive or gone for 20 days, with no memory of that time. He underwent extensive physical rehabilitation in Chicago, having to relearn how to walk after initially waking up unable to do so. So, who's this boy? His name is Hamlin. Football player. Heart attack. So on January 2nd, 2023, Buffalo Bills safety Damar Hamlin suffered a cardiac arrest, not a heart attack. Anyway, looking at Google AI, on January 2nd, 2023, during a Monday night football game against Cincinnati Bengals, he collapsed on the field after tackling receiver T. Higgins, required CPR and a defibrillator. Let me talk a little bit slower. Defibrillator to restore his heartbeat, and made a full recovery to return to the NFL. Let's see here. There are several people that were, you know what, they had weird events happen after people took that vaccine, or maybe they didn't take the vaccine and just weird events happened. Maybe I'm just crazy. Anyway, I'm just saying in regards to the people that backed and still back Anthony Fauci. Okay. You well, all I can say is get your booster shot. Anyway, I think there was a skit that Ariana Grande did when she was taking a jab at RFK Jr. and she said, "I'm not vaccinated." Anyway, still, I don't really care about the situation. I'm just saying I am happy that Ariana Grande is here, and I wouldn't want it to change. I don't know if you are going through anything or if you're not going through anything. That's not my business. Thank God that you're here. Much love. And that's gonna be it for me. I went a little bit way over 44 minutes, but anyway. Oh yeah, and if my face looks like fucked up or whatever, or it's too shiny or whatever, because I'm not redoing this shit. Fuck it. I'm like yeah. So what happened was I tried to put on some makeup earlier today, and I was not trying to put some. I was experimenting with the different ways to put on makeup and stuff like that. And I washed my face about fucking 20 times, and so I washed my face to the point with these soaps or whatever that my face just, I guess maybe I broke the skin barrier, and so it's like my face is like burning like hell, and so I had to get some A&D cream and put it on and tried to. So I saw the news article. Really, I saw the news article in regards to the possible assassination situation. I think I saw it yesterday, but I said I was gonna wait a little longer to just to see if there's anything else that could come up with that. And then when I saw that the person could post bail, I was like, no, this ain't nothing. Even though the bail was kind of high at $250,000, I was like, man, this person can both post bail, and it ain't nothing. Not knowing that there was more to the story. But anyway, and so all this, let me follow with all the other shit I said, or whatever, in regards to the vaccines and Harvey and Brandy and Jamie Foxx and Hamlin and Ariana Grande and yada yada yada. This is all my opinion. It's not fact. I'm just shooting the shit here. Like, I just wanted to make a point that I'm so happy that Ariana Grande is here on this earth, and I don't know, I don't care what's going. Like, I love you. That's just that. So thank you. Bye.